Hello, welcome back to Distant Worlds 2. Doing our playthrough here is the Teekan, and just getting out of a war. We are letting our war weariness tick down a little bit. Hopefully letting our economy recover quite a bit, I would hope. And we can really start digging into expanding our military fleet, because the only options left are to attack the Gazurians. Uh, Mostly because if we take a look at this, look at the Kantaris Horde, they have a defensive agreement with the Gazurians. So if I go to war with them, I go to war with the Gazurians. If I attack the Gazurians, I go to war with them. So the Baskarans, who I just exited the war with, are the only one I can attack. And they have a defense pact with the Gazurians, but not the Kantaris Horde yet. So, with any luck, we'll be able to declare war on the Baskarans and pull the Gazurians into a war. And hopefully that'll end up working out for us. Although I don't have high hopes. Certainly have a lot of enemy fleets, many of them tiny, but there are some that are, particularly challenging to deal with. I am a little worried about that for sure. If I go by name here, actually, not there. This one, go by name. And I look down here, I could see these are all, for the most part, built out. We are reloading troops now that the war is over, so we're kind of flying around, scooping everything up. I do want to wait till these are at like 100% capacity, because I have to be able to do damage to these guys. I did, between episodes, end up, what did I do? I sent some spies. I sent them to steal a bunch of tech from some pirates, because there's still pirates floating around. Might as well take advantage of that while I can. And with any, like, ooh, foreign scientist. I think the more scientists we can convert to our side, the better. That is worth the investment, in my opinion. So let's hop over there. Let's go to generals, which somehow are actually spies. Or scientists. Words. Words are hard. Let's try to recruit all of them, because every scientist ends up being a good thing for me. Gives me extra tech. And they're cheap. 60k? That's nothing. Especially not at this stage of the game. Alright, our war weariness is ticking down. It's almost back to 0. Which is good, because that means it's the maximum economy we can have. Come on. Come on. Okay. Let's take a quick gander here at resort bases. There's no locations here, but I remember that trick from the last episode. I think I had to look under special locations. No, it wasn't special location. It was known runes. We just want to see if we're able to build the research station. Perfect command research. Very nice. Galactic command network. Can we actually build that? Take a quick look. Pause the game for a second. No, somebody else must already have that, unfortunately. All right, let me take a quick look through here. I know it was under here. Oh my goodness, look at all those troops. This was for the research stations. I'd have to look for ones that were recently taken. None of these are ours. Hey, nope. Okay, there is the ability to build the research station, but they are already building it here. At least it looks like they are. Our research output looks pretty decent. Total immersion, superior jamming, and advanced synthetics are what we're working on now. Decent amount of cash flow. Definitely can afford more fleets, at least out the gate. I can't say for sure long term. Let's scroll back a little bit. It's going to take a long time, but superior habitability would be really good to get. It's really the only next thing we can do. We could also do perfect commerce. But those are the only two things I could really do to bump my economy even more than it is currently. These are really cheap. I might as well just research those. Because the better economy I have, the better I can go to war and recover from war. This is pretty inexpensive overall. I'm going to move it underneath these three things. It's only 1 year. So I think this might... Is that the recurring one? Yeah, it is. Okay, that's a repeatable tech. I do eventually have to get these things maxed out. Only 2 years. That's not too bad. All right, that's good enough for now. This should be over extremely quick. Got some extra research output. I don't know how that didn't finish at the same time. That seems a little strange to me. They were all 10 days. All right, we definitely got to build up a troops down here. I think I'm going to have to... Although these are on the border with the Guitarist Horde. What I could do is declare war on the Guitarist Horde and then just try to piece out the Gazurians as fast as possible. That's another avenue I could take, although it's a little bit risky. They are at 63%. I'm at 51%. That's pretty significant jump. All right, that is the last free colony available on the map. That's over plus 20. At least as far as I could tell. So I'm thinking if I do go to war with the Gazarians, I'm going to want to hit and take as much of this as possible, as fast as possible. Try to consolidate this upper area. And then try to just play defense down in this area. It's a little hodgepodge. Like I have... My territory doesn't start till like right around here. So they only have a couple planets in this general area. But at this stage of the game, their fleets can fly, you know, wherever they want in the galaxy. All right, captured. Not great. Hopefully we get some actual steals in here. There we go. Enhanced network targeting. Large hive fighters. That's nice. That actually might be an upgrade for my current fighter base. Take a quick gander at that. Let's slap this in there too, because ultimately in previous compounds it's going to be better. Yeah, I assume these are better. Capacity of 12. So they're all the same. Except this one has a faster repair rate, faster build rate. So it's just better in general. But same amount of fighters. All right, I think we got done stealing everything that we were going to steal. Surprised nobody got the interlaced armor. right, we need to start positioning our invasion fleets up in this area to get ready for when we do go to war. We certainly have a lot of fleets over here. I am worried about that. I'm not giving him a gift. Why would I give him a gift? That is a big fleet over there. There's no way I can coax them into a war, is there? I'll try to buy as many mining stations as I can from them. That will ultimately weaken their economy. And they'll probably sell it pretty cheap, I would imagine. Because none of these are worth anything in particular. You know, 2,000 here, whatever. Yeah, a little over $1 million. And I could buy all those stations. I should also check after this unfreezes. I should also check with the Bascarans. See if they have any... There's a research facility I might be able to buy from them. Let's see how much I can... Yeah, 20,000 buy a research facility? Absolutely. 61,000 is my research output now. Just absolutely nuts to me. Yeah, resource situation is, I guess, about the same. Exodorium's definitely way behind, but not too surprising given the scenario. Every ship requires it, so I feel like I have enough invasion fleets. Some more defense fleets would probably be a good idea. Yeah, defense and attack fleets, I think, are going to be the name of the game here. All right, build 5 attack fleets and 5 defense fleets. Although I cannot afford 5 right now. Start with 3. Oh, wait, did I already have an AF-11? I never did make those micro fleets I was talking about. Probably should do that at some point. All right, where are my defense fleets left off? 12. All right, so that's 13, 14, 15. All right, my economy continues to grow. Hopefully, after a little more research, like perfect commerce, it'll really spike up, and then I can go completely ham on buying fleets. All right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to park some attack fleets up in this general area here. Counter whatever they got going on over in this region. They don't have a lot, just a couple relatively minor fleets. I definitely want all of my invasion ships up in this area. And then defense fleets, I feel like probably down in this area, because they have a lot of ships over here. So I'm going to need to protect against anything they can do in this general area. I should probably also plan on taking anything behind my lines here. Like this planet, these guys would be ideal. Find a nearby planet that has a spaceport. I'm a little hesitant to park them here just because of the fact they have a defensive fleet over here. And again, I guess I own the system itself, but I think it'll be fine. All right, we got 2 over there. Get a couple over here. All right, there we go. Enhanced interlace armor is ours. What did that end up being research-wise? Take a look. That was this tech back here. So not very good. We already had better. But I guess it does help close out the tech tree. All right, let's get a couple fleets up in this area. Probably park several over here because this is a good center point of operations. Like right on the edge of all of that. We'll keep a couple back here in reserve and to take out these planets that are on the edge. Although I'm guessing Zay's Junction is pretty close anyway. Yeah, it's right there. Let's maybe get a little closer over here, Jamos. We could hop over here and get these guys. I'm gonna put the first like 4 or 5 up here. Like I said, this is kind of a beachhead in their territory, so I'm gonna branch out from here. Probably get some fleets over here as well. All right, we still only have 12 invasion fleets, so I think I'm gonna park 12 over here. Mostly just so we can go invade that one planet real quick and be done with it. What's this guy doing? Hanging out? We gotta build 2 more defensive fleets still. Now these will be interesting because we kind of have to position them in a spot where we think a lot of enemies are gonna potentially try to invade or attack us. I would guess anything on this border here is pretty good target, and potentially stuff that's down here as well. So I think we move some into this general area and then the rest down in this area. Not too worried about this because our attack fleets are going to be over here attacking, so they can do the brunt of it. Okay, we already got 2 there. Park a couple over here. These fleets are definitely weaker, so I do want to maybe park 4. All right, so everybody's got their appropriate home base. Our economy is doing really well. It's been going up and up and up. That 10% troop maintenance savings will be huge. If we look at our economy, troop maintenance, we're paying almost 2 million. So that's going to be 10% of that. Just taken right off the top. All right, let's go try to get our spies back from the cruel warriors. Let's go ahead and negotiate a deal. Oh boy. Did they not have our spies? Did they execute our spies? Interesting. They must have killed all the spies. Well, that's not cool. They never did that before. All right, I feel like everybody's moving to their spots. Most are already there. We don't really have any meaningful tech upgrades for ships coming anytime in the near future, so looks like we can afford to add a couple more shields onto this guy. We fit another medium hive hanger? We can. All right, well, that's good. More defense. About this carrier ship, anything we can do here? Nope. I don't know if this actually changed anything. I think integrated command center might be new. Don't think I want the ion field projectors for that. Can't fit 2 of those. Bit of phaser cannon there. I don't think I can get rid of any of these augmented energy collectors. No, unfortunately I can't. Can I get rid of any crew systems? I can. That's great. So energy to fuel converter, that's what I was looking to add onto these ships. That'll be huge. Now these ships will never run out of fuel. It's going to be super duper helpful. Did not upgrade the cruisers. Looks like we could squeeze in a small Titan blaster there, so we might as well. Let's look at the bases. I think we can do some upgrades here as well. I don't think we've done those in a while. Ooh, that is cutting it close. But we're good. Probably squeeze in a couple more Meridian shields. I think I'd rather have the extra defense. I can get rid of one of those 0-point reactors. Alright, looks like we could squeeze in some extra armor on that. Probably good enough. Don't have a lot of small spaceports, but we go ahead and issue a little upgrade command here. That one actually is too much. Take the wave cannon off of it. Alright, well that should be more than enough. My guess is there's going to be a lot of retrofitting going on for a little while. We might as well retrofit some civilian ships too. I actually don't care what they do to retrofit it. I mostly just want to make them have to go build at a spaceport and generate some extra cash on hand for me. Steal some of that private economy money. All right, there we go. Now we're going to see a whole ton of construction going on here very soon. That will translate to nice juicy cash. I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording here, and then I'll skip back when we get some more of this construction done, because there's no point in just sitting around waiting. Alright, we just finished terraforming facilities, and I am going for the first improved planetary quality to increase the percentage so that my population can continue to grow. Hopefully that will springboard us forward a little bit in the percentages, and I think I need to build more fleets because we still do not have what I think is enough to deal with it. So I'm gonna probably make a couple new attack and defense templates, making like smaller templates that are more localized, and build those out, and we'll position them around hopefully pretty quick here. Let's go ahead and add a new template. We're gonna call this mini attack. All right, this is gonna be like 100-meter range, maybe. We'll adjust it as necessary. Fleet tactics. Weaker targets, we want to be aggressive. Stronger targets, we want to be cautious. We want to start running when the shields are below. Invade colonies, we're not going to be doing any of that. These are going to be smaller, so they're going to be escorts, frigates, destroyers, maybe carriers, and a fuel tanker or two. All right, let's build a couple of mini defense. This is kind of going to be the same thing. Maybe a little bit more on the cruiser carrier front. All right, we're going to do 100-meter range. Oop, I meant to make that a defense fleet. All right, I am out of money, so I guess we're not going to be doing anything there in the immediate future. Let's see, the attacks were 54s, so these are mini attacks. Let's label all them before we get lost in the shuffle. All right. We're going to want to position them in this general area up here. Kind of the same spots our current ships are. All right, we did improve planetary quality. Probably want to do that again. 79 days. I'll put some over here because we don't have anything over here. Nope. Or not. Let's see. Set home base. Set home base. All right, in regards to the mini defense, I think we're going to have to position them down in this general area. There's going to be a lot of people attacking us down here. And I need to be prepared for that. And I also need to build some more of those mini defenses. I'm hoping relatively soon we'll get a little more planetary quality, be able to start pumping out some terraforming again, just to bump our population, because that is a part of the victory condition, is control the galaxy's population. So if I could bump that up artificially, it's just gonna bump my percentages even more, buy me a little more time, get my economy going, get research bumped up too, which is gonna be really nice. I wish I had that biome reshaping tech. That would be really nice. I think I'm going to do at least one more. That should take us to 23%. And that is enough to justify starting to build some of those expensive buildings. I mean, one of them cost 500,000, so probably put them on my most valuable planets first, I would think. Nope, we're negative on cash. Gotta let my economy grow a little bit before I start clicking again. Looks like for the next little while, all of my money's going to be going towards building these terraforming facilities, so I'll just let that run for now. And I'm probably just going to have to keep pumping more tech into this improved planetary quality to justify the expensive cost of building these buildings, because they will deconstruct them once they hit the percentage, and I got to keep bumping that percentage up, otherwise they're going to keep ripping them down. And then it costs me 500,000 every time to rebuild them. I am not offering a defensive pact. I do not want a defensive pact. Wish I could tell it just to like repeat building this tech over and over again. So this is interesting. You know, I'm researching those techs and getting more percentage, right? The quality improvement around 26%. When I mouse over here, it said 22% max. Like if I go to this one, 22% max, even though the building on the system says 26%. And I'm guessing it's because I built it when it was at 22%. So the tooltip says 26, but in actuality, this building is locked to 22%. If I delete it and rebuild it, which I did here, it now actually is increasing it again. So it's a little unfortunate because if you go a little too ham on building those right away after just developing the tech one time, you're going to have to delete them all and rebuild all of them every time your percentage goes up. So actually, it makes more sense to develop that tech like 5 to 10 times and then build one time that to get that population bump. So good to know. I think that is a glitch. I'll have to report that to developers. But yeah. Well, let's work on impervious compounds. Trade deal, huh? No, I don't want to give you anything back, and I'm about to go to war with you anyway, so probably not in my best interest. I really want to get the impervious compound tech done because the recurring tech on that makes the strength of it better and better and better over time. And that would be awesome to be able to just compound my military strength, especially if I'm going to be going to war. I'm very nervous about going to war. I'm very hesitant, but I have to make a decision soon. It hasn't gone up over 63%, but mine's actually going down a little bit. So I almost feel like I have to make a move relatively soon, regardless of how ready I am. I was hoping I could just keep my population bumping up and get my percentages up a little bit that way, but that does not appear to be the case, or at least it doesn't appear to work as quickly as I would like. I do have to build up a little bit of a cash reserve before I can go to war, though, just because I know the economy is going to tank over time as I get war weariness, and I don't really want to go deep to the negative. So hopefully I can get this sorted out relatively soon. What I don't know, which I think is interesting, if I go to any of these guys and I look at their trade income, their trade income is insanely high. Like 24 million credits, and ours is like 1.6. And we have a free trade agreement with both of them. Now, maybe it's because the Gazurians don't have a free trade agreement with me? Maybe. But that seems insane. Military, we're at 60 million military power. Our troop attack strength keeps climbing. It was at like 2 million when we started the episode. Now it's at 2.6. So we should be relatively prepped and ready for war. I think only two of them are still loading troops, but they're really close to being, oh no, it's 3 of them are, but they're really close to being maxed out, so it should be fine. There's a lot of Kazla there. I'm surprised they're not refueling. Something's going on here. Guys are just chaining their raiding fleets across the void. I want to take a look at their ships. They're actually pretty weak. Protective against ion damage. They don't have the higher end hyperdrive that we have. All right, I think in the next episode, I'm going to go ahead and cut it here for the day, but I'm going to let the game run just a little bit, build up a little bit of cash, maybe get this tech done, and then I'm pretty much positioned and ready to go for the what I imagine is going to be the final war of the game, but we'll see what happens. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, see more content in the future. I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.